to my channel, The Baking Diva, and a big shout out to all my new subscribers. So happy to see you on board. For those of you that don't know, my name is Dolores. I'll put it up there on the screen. And I do baking of all kinds. I do regular baking, I do sweet and savory, I do keto and low carb. I try to do a little bit for everyone. Well, before I continue, that's my bird in the background squeaking. I covered the cage, but you know how it is. For those of you that watch me, you know she wants to be the star of the show. So when I start talking, she starts chirping. But anyway, I hope you're all doing well. Today is part 2 of my series, Fall Baking, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. And today's going to be a super easy one. Last week was an easy one too. I did my Hocus Pocus buns. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box under the video if you haven't seen that one. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We've been making it. I had my 8-year-old grandson make them by himself the other day, and they're so delicious. Everybody wanted more. So I'd suggest if you make them, double the recipe. So anyway, what are we going to make today? Well, this is another super easy one. Only 3 ingredients. I figured I'd start you off easy and then we can work our way up. But today we are going to make mini pumpkin poppers. That's right, pumpkin poppers. 3 ingredients and that's it. So what do you say? We get started? Let's get started. I have my pumpkin apron on, my pumpkin earrings, and I'm all set to go. So what do you need? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So I preheated mine. Then you're going to need a bowl. That's easy enough, right? And then this is a hack because it starts off with a cake mix. That's right. And I am going to use a spice cake mix. And this is Duncan Hines. Well, this one happens to be perfectly moist spice cake mix. So you're going to take your box of spice cake mix and you're going to put it in the bowl. Woo! I already opened up the side of it, so let me get it in there. And this is so easy to make and they come out so good. Perfect recipe if you just need a little dessert. Maybe people are coming over or you're just in the mood for something sweet and you want to whip it up quickly. This is for you. Now we're going to take a can, a 15-ounce can of pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie mix. This is pure pumpkin. You can use any brand you want. And I'm going to put that in with my box of spice cake mix. So here we go. Get that in there. You all know that summer's my favorite time of the year. But for baking, it's fall and winter. The holidays, we have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So this is part of my series on fall baking, pumpkin spice. But there won't be pumpkin in everything. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go down below and smash the red subscribe and the little bell next to it. Hit it twice. It'll say all. You won't miss any of my videos. You'll get a notification the next time I have one up. So you're going to take your 2 ingredients. You can use a mixer if you want, but it's so easy to do. You can use a spoon. And we're going to get this all combined. We want to get all the dry mixed in with the wet. So I'm going to do all of this now. I'm in New Jersey, and the last few days, well, fall has definitely arrived. It's been freezing. I got up this morning, it was so cold, I turned my heat on, and we haven't had to turn it on yet. But, then it gets warm in the afternoon. But fall is definitely here. Starting to put out my fall decorations. Isn't this pumpkin beautiful? I bought it last year. I think I got it in probably Home Goods, and it's all filled with pumpkins and potpourri. I just love it, and it's all glittery. So anyway, let me mix this off camera, and then I'll be back to show you what we do next, so don't go away. So as you can see, all I had to do is incorporate my dry with my wet, and I used a spoon. It's really not that hard to do. If you choose to, you can use a mixer. So I have that all done. Now, what do I do next? Well, right now, I'm gonna put this bowl in the refrigerator for about an hour. I wanna chill it. I'll just put a little plastic wrap on top and put it in the refrigerator. And after an hour, I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna show you all what we do next. So stay tuned. Alrighty, so I chilled this for maybe about an hour in the refrigerator. It's still quite sticky. What you're supposed to do next is take a mini muffin pan. This is a mini one, and spray it with some nonstick spray. I used Pam. You're gonna melt a couple of tablespoons of butter. I melted them in the microwave. And I have a little bit of flour here because I'm finding that what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take some of your dough, roll it into a ball, dip it in butter, and then put it in your well of your mini muffin pan. But if you try to do this without any flour, let me show you, it's pretty sticky. So I'm going to put flour on my hand over here. Let me move it over and roll them with a little flour on my fingers like this into a ball, and then you're supposed to dip it into the butter and then put it in one of the wells. Normally you shouldn't have to use the flour, but I find it works best because this is very sticky. So, you know, you can get a little bit of a ball here, but I think to make a better one, just get some flour on your hands and then roll it like that into a ball, and then dip it in your butter, and then it goes into your well like that. And I'm gonna finish all of these, and I'm gonna put them in my 350 degree oven for 10 minutes. Let me get another one here. Basically for about, let me just see, 10 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. See, this one is rolling okay, but I still want to just put a little powder, a little flour on my hand, and then they seem to come out better. And then in the butter and in the well. This one's a little small, I'm not liking this. I'm gonna make it bigger. Here we go. So you roll it into a ball. If you can do it without flour, fine. If you need a little flour on your hands, go ahead. Now both of my birds are chirping down there. And then we're gonna pop it right into our little well. Sorry about that. The little one and the big one are both hearing me, and now they're both going cuckoo. So there you go. It does roll in your hand, all right, but I think the tiny bit of flour on your hand rolls a little better. Into the melted butter it goes, and then into your well. We're gonna bake these for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna take them out of the oven, and we're gonna let them cool, and then you're gonna see what I do to these mini pumpkin poppers, and we're gonna taste one, so don't you go away. All right, I took these babies out of the oven. I kept them in there for about 12 minutes. I checked them with the toothpick. Now these are a very moist little popper, as you can see here, and they come right out of the muffin tin with either a spoon or a fork. They look more like a little mini muffin. So if you're having trouble rolling the moist dough into balls, and then I had a little flour on my hands, don't even worry about it. I mean, just do the best you can and get them in the muffin tin. They should make about 36 mini poppers, okay? So when they're cool, what I like to do is sprinkle confectioner's sugar on them. So I'm gonna do that now. And I will tell you, these are delicious with a nice glass of apple cider. You can have them with coffee or tea or even hot cocoa, but they're really good. And I made them just plain pumpkin today, but if you want, you can add little mini chocolate chip morsels to the batter. And they come out really good that way too. I may make them that way next time. So let me sprinkle some confectioner's sugar on here. There we go. And then I'm going to do a taste testing for you. Let me hold this dish up for the cameraman. Hi, cameraman.
Hi, Diva.
Here you go. Look at those. They're nice and moist. In fact, you know, if you prefer, you can make these into a full-size cupcake. I remember years ago, on Weight Watchers, you could take a devil's food cake mix and add a can of pumpkin to it and maybe some mini chocolate chips and bake them in a full-size cupcake tray, and they came out really good too. So these are all done. I'm gonna pop one of these poppers in my mouth right now and let you know what I think. So good. It's still warm. Very moist inside. Moist and chewy. I think you're gonna love them. So give these pumpkin poppers a try. Perfect for this time of year. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget, hit the red subscribe and the little bell down below twice, and you won't miss part 3 coming up next week of my fall baking series, Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Love you all. See you soon.